As we talk about the myth of the Greeks, within Greek and later Rome, there would be many different divisions of, people who were devoted to this god or this goddess, as you have in all polytheistic religions. But one important aspect of Greek religion that continued on into Rome, and then I believe on into Mithraism and even into Christianity, were the mystery cults or the mystery religions. When Demeter went in search of Persephone, she stopped at Eleusis, where she became the nursemaid for the small child Demophon, which I've talked about and written about, and how that myth is very similar to the myth of Isis in her search for Osiris. But after the child Demophon is either dropped and killed, or Demeter just says, you just messed it up. The king and the queen realize that she is a goddess, and they build a temple to her at Eleusis. And this became the site for the Eleusinian mysteries, which were ancient. These religious rites went on for probably a couple of thousand years. And within these rites, they always took place in caves. And remember, caves were associated with goddesses. And were also, caves, the underworld was just that, was located in the center of the earth. But the Eleusinian mysteries were concerned with life coming out of death. And both men and women took place. And we don't know what happened because it was a mystery religion. We have some, suggestions here and there. But when you were initiated into the Eleusinian mysteries, you didn't go around telling people. And there were a lot of Greeks who were initiated into these mysteries. And again, both male and females. It just wasn't a matrifocal or matricentric mystery religion, as later Mithraism would be totally devoted to males. Graves again suggests that, and not only Graves but others suggest that when people were initiated into this mystery cult, and I don't like to call it a cult because one person's cult is another person's religion, that they ingested ergot, as did the berserkers, or some other types of hallucinogens that would take them to a different place. It was very likely very sexual in nature because it was a fertility rite, and within fertility, that's how you procreate, and that's how people and the land are fertile. Why is this cult important? Why am I even speaking it? Because it echoes other mystery religions. Sabella, of whom I spoke about, the Magna Mater of Anatolia or Phrygia, or modern-day Turkey as it is known, also had the same type of mystery cult. Also took place in caves. And in that one, a bull was sacrificed, and there is an account by an early Christian wherein it was a part of the ritual that was allowed to be public. A priest went into a hole, and lattice work was overhead, and they did a taurobolium or a tauroctony, in which they, oh, don't I love that movement, in which they sacrificed a bull, and the blood dripped down upon the priest, and therefore the priest was ritually cleansed by the blood. This continued on, and when Mithra became very important within the Roman world, his temples were in caves, and if not in caves, then human-constructed caves that were dug into rock or the earth. And there are loads of these Mithraeums, as they are called, from Germany to England, because the Romans were there, and within Rome itself. As a matter of fact, the Basilica of St. Peter in Rome is built over a Mithraic temple. One of the most prominent aspects of Mithraism, from what we can tell, because again it was a mystery religion and they didn't write down their stuff, was the tauroctony or the taurobolium, or the killing of the bull, as shown in many statuary representations in every Mithraeum that has been found. When you get into Christianity, one of the main thrust of Christianity is, of course, the cleansing by the blood. And as a matter of fact, when Christian scripture says, without the shedding of blood, there is no remission of sin. So this aspect of blood is carried over from the Greeks to the Romans, and maybe the Greeks got it from the Anatolians to the Romans, and then into Christianity. Why was blood so important? I'll tell you in a minute.